What's up, Ebike fans? In this video, we're going to be actually doing something a little more fun, talking about innovation, something pretty cool, talking about Harley Davidson and what they did with making one of those classic banana seat style bikes into an e-bike, and it was a one-off. Anyway, let's get started on talking about the Mosh chopper. I'll see you in the video. Alright, so last week there was a ton of news actually all over blogs and e-bike news articles and all this other stuff about Serial 1, which is the Harley Davidson e-bike division that got spun off by the Harley Davidson motorcycle company. And they actually did a one-off. Basically, they took that old classic Stingray look of the Schwinn that used to be out there. Like, probably a lot of us already have known. We, as a kid, I called it the banana seat. And my sister had one of these, and we had the BMX bike styles at the time, but these were still fun, cool bikes, and really, really popular. So they took this model and they designed it as an e-bike, and it was actually really cool to see the video that came out of this. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at this video. I'm going to do a commentary while we're going through it, but basically, here's what we have. It really is a classic looking bike. And they did a great job of bringing this guy on, who is just wheeling throughout this whole video. And one thing about this chopper is that it actually is classic. Like, it is lower to the ground. You can tell that he'd probably be able to put both feet on the ground. You have that feel on it. So I was wondering, what are they doing with this? And actually what happened was, it was on an auction. Okay, so they actually put it out there. Their suggested price was about like a little under $4,000. And instead they put it up, because this is a one-off. It's really well designed. It was, this should actually be a production model for them. I honestly think that they really should put this out there for all of us to potentially pick up. Because if you guys remember, I actually did a ride on a bike by David Brand New. He put this together on an actual Stingray. He took the 20-inch wheel from Lectric XP that he modified. So this is the stock motor put on there. And basically, he did a really good job putting this bike together, and it ran really nice. I actually really loved it. It was low to the ground, and it actually felt just really cool to ride. So after riding this bike and having this experience and realizing this bike is actually one of the most comfortable bikes I've ever ridden. And it was just a lot of fun. And I thought, well, because my feet can be put on the ground while sitting on the seat, just like how you're seeing here, that even shorter riders like my wife or my friends that are about my height could just really sit on this. And I love that feeling when your legs are up front. Now, you're not going to be pedaling this bike a whole lot. It really is to be ridden like a cruiser style. And it did well. It was just one of those things. I started looking into getting a bike like this or making one myself. I started looking into Stingrays, how much they cost, or the different sizes. And I just thought, you know what, maybe I'll go ahead and do it. I've been looking into some of the other Lectric XPs that people were selling on the market that were just for parts, and just trying to build one together like the way he did. He did such a great job. I gotta say, that was one of the best experiences on an e-bike I had, even though it was really short. So with all that, I actually went looking and decided, well, I want to go ahead and looking for choppers. So I was looking around at different chopper bikes that are out there. And you can go onto Alibaba and you do a search for e-bike chopper cruisers, and you'll see they have a ton of these type of chopper bikes already made that you could buy. Of course, any of these prices that you see here, you add about, I don't know, $1,000 for shipping anyway. But they're so long, and I wanted something that was kind of like the way that Stingray was. And when I saw this, I practically fell out of my seat. I'm thinking, when are they going to sell this, and what are they going to sell it for? And the suggested retail was just about under $4,000, like $39.90 or so. And they put it on auction, and somebody ended up winning it for $14,200 off the auction. And they still have to either pick it up themselves or pay for shipping. And it had all of the elements of a really good, well-made e-bike. Now, it has a carbon belt drive. That's the first thing I want to point out here. If you look, single drive, single speed. It doesn't even look like it has any type of transmission hub on the backside there. So you don't have really a lot of the standard other e-bike type feel, but there's nothing wrong with a single speed, especially when you have a Bros mid-drive motor. It has a 250 watt powered nominal motor. It can go up to 20 miles an hour for this bike. And it just looks really cool. You have also hydraulic disc brakes. These are not just standard brakes. Harley Davidson, especially with this Serial 1 company, they have a lot of connections to get, quality parts. All the wiring in this is also integrated into the frame itself, so it's really sleek. The battery is about a 20-mile battery. I think you get 500 watt hours or so. So it's not a huge battery, but it's integrated. It's in there. It just looks like a regular Stingray type cruiser bike, but a lot more fun. And of course, you have your the lights that are actually on here as well are integrated lights. That's from the front side. I don't see anything in the rear. I don't know if these actually light up. They might on this side. That I don't know as well. But again, just a really cool bike. And I really was kind of curious. The reason I wanted to put this out there is because, one, it's really just a lot of fun to see what they did. It's a marketing, obviously not a marketing ploy, but a marketing strategy to get their name out there, to have something like this so the e-bike community really gets excited. And I'm wondering if it's actually a marketing test to see what kind of interest people have on this. I mean, I am super interested. If they actually come out with this bike and they can get it for about $4,000, perhaps even get the Enviolo hubs on there, so you have some kind of transmission on it. This is a bike I would save up to definitely get. Like I said, it was so much fun to ride a chopper style bike. Now, that being said, they also are very expensive bikes that Serial One makes. For instance, this one is a $5,600 bike. Now, it does have a carbon belts drive as well. It also has the variable transmission, and this is the high-end Enviolo transmission on the back end here. Just a really sleek design. These bikes also go for riders as low as 4'10". So you have some different reaches on there as well. They really do a great job on the design of their bikes here. This is another one for $5,000. This is their step-through model of their city, their rush models. And then, of course, the step over. But again, just really cool bikes. Harley does just a beautiful job designing beautiful bikes. And this is all about this bike, though. I thought it was just the coolest thing that they came out with this. I thought it would be a fun thing to make this video on, just to expose people to, or expose anybody to know what's going on with the industry. There's so much hype about e-bikes now, and the growth of it, and the shortages that are going on. I mean, I was going to do a video about some more e-bike battery shortages that came out. But I thought, let's make it fun. Let's keep it on this. And this is what it is. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Comment below. Would you buy a bike like this? What was your price range if they do have it come out? Or would you buy it for yourself or for somebody else? I mean, a secondary bike. I would love to see this bike riding down on some of those beach walk boulevards. Just cruising through it. It just brings back memories of being a kid when, we had these bikes out there, and next to the BMX bikes, sometimes we want to jump on this. It's just more fun to do, pop wheelies down the street or whatever it might be. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you guys like this kind of just fun videos, or if you want to see other new innovations coming out, I mean, I heard Hemingway just launched a kind of a sign up to see what their new models are first kind of thing. So you might want to check them out at their site, because I'm really excited to see what Hemingway's models are going to be coming out next. They have like 4 coming out, but you have to sign up for their email list to actually, I guess, get first looks at what it looks like on there. New bikes are coming out all the time. Super cool looking stuff. Anyway, like I said, please like below, comment below. I want to hear what you guys think about this bike. What do you think about this kind of more innovations that are coming out there, and especially chopper styles? Is that going to be something that's really cool? I mean, the Cheetah was a really nice bike that came out. That's huge. But then again, this is something a little more fun. What do you think about Harley and doing this one-off? I'm kind of jealous. I really wish that they have this actually come out. Maybe they will. I'm really hoping so, because I think this will sell well. If they make a smaller version for kids even, I think that'll do really well, because the Schwinn Stingray did so well. Anyway, that being said, all of that just comes together. If, by the way, we do have our seat posts now available in the black. I have them in stock. We also have the silver in stock as well, and of course still we have some more. These are actually limited. We only bought a bunch of these. Didn't know how well they'll do, but we have the red tops. This goes really well with any of the Lectric XP one. All of these will fit the 1.0 and the 2.0, and the silver looks really nice on the white bikes, as the black of course looks good on the black. And of course all of our seat posts come with the Allen wrench, so that you don't need to have an extra tool other than to remove the seat off your Lectric XP. And we also include a lobster claw keychain, which to me is one of the most useful accessories for Lectric XP, because as you guys know, we need to keep the key locked in underneath the bike, and you don't want to have everything hanging out under there. It's a great accessory. Anyway, $29.95 if you're looking for a suspension seat post for your Lectric XP for a nice, more comfortable, smoother ride on your bottom. That's accessories that we sell on their website. Go to ebikeproducts.com/shop. You can use the link in the description below, and it covers $29.95 covers not only the cost of the post, but also all shipping and all taxes are included as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me on the channel. I appreciate all the support and the comments and just the interaction that we have on this. I will see you guys in the next video.